Da, 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 da. Hi, it's me, your friend Fatova. Let's talk. I'm standing up doing this because I thought maybe I won't ramble. I'm just taking up all the space on this chip. And I did say that I was going to talk about my personal experience with the right. Usually that is followed by with Jesus, which I do have, but that's not what we're here to talk about. When I was a kid, there was a reel-to-reel in the basement. There were 3 reels. Patty Waters sings. She just says black the whole time. The Rite of Spring, and I don't know who. I want to say Boulay. And the Mothers of Invention, just another band from LA. So by the time I was 9, I knew every song on that. I shouldn't have known some of those, but I could sing Call Any Vegetable as much as I can sing The Rite of Spring. I could really do that if someone asked. The Rite of Spring inspired something in me that was very odd, but my dad was a musician. He wasn't around a lot. When you're a musician, you're wiping kids, you have to have a day job too. And so we really didn't see him. It was almost like a rumor. And when we did have time with him, we had this blue shag carpet, and if you ran around with your socks on, it would make sparks. So that's what we would do. And I know, and he would shut the light off, would throw blue sparks everywhere, and my sister always wanted to listen to Nutcracker. And I would, I'd be mad, because she always had to go first. And then we would do the Rite of Spring. I would pick the side with just which one had dropped the needle. It seemed like it was always landing on the mystic circle, which, bump, 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 bump. I loved it because I was like a bump, bump kid. And then all the years later to see them bump, bump. It wasn't like I knew in advance, or it didn't feel like any validation. It was just cool. I loved Stravinsky. I wrote a book report about the Firebird because I thought that when you died and you went to heaven, it sounded like the last 2 minutes of the Firebird. I thought that was, going to heaven music. But the Rite of Spring was, I think it might have fit with the way I was feeling in my head. My parents were going through a terrible divorce. In fact, when I was 13, I ran away from home to go see Bob Marley in Boston. Figured I'd get back in a day. Oh shit, it was too. So scared coming home, they didn't even know I was gone. So I started running away constantly for no reason. And so when I first saw the ballet, I went alone, sat alone, first half. I had seen it, a video. When you're seeing it, it was so, I was happy. I was so happy. I know I had seen the choreography just a couple of years earlier, but I didn't know what to expect. When you're up close and you're watching I left. I don't know what it was that it was so emotional. I didn't care about Mystic Circle, Boom Boom, Chosen One. I wanted to go and be alone with that experience. So I took a cab, went to my hotel, I had in the bed, and everything just rolled through my head. So I laid on the bed and I thought about, I gotta tell you, no one in my family knows what I do with the ballet. So after seeing that first half, and it was everything Millicent and Kenneth described, and it was everything and more that I saw in the video, it's almost like you spend your life knowing something, but maybe not. After that, I just wanted to document everything. I never made any money. Never wanted to, still won't. There's something about that ballet that everyone who's commented here knows what I'm talking about. And, I've been blessed to have communicated with Millicent Kath. You know how long I started that blog, This Is Not Swan Lake? That thing was syndicated. I've also been told to tuck it by some dancers and some companies. And I try not to take it personally, but there are days when I'm like, So that was my personal story about the rite of spring. And I have to stop myself because I would have just started sobbing, and that would have been more of a Firebird thing. Next time on Let's Talk the Sacre. Do you understand what was going on with Diaghilev and Nijinsky? Ooh.